Welcome, meeting makers. I'm your host, Lauren Green, meeting coach and facilitation trainer, here to help you unsuck your meetings one episode at a time. I've helped hundreds of professionals and organizations through leading inclusive, engaging, and productive meetings, and now I'm offering this podcast to help you do the same. Think of this podcast as an ongoing workshop, where each time you tune in, you'll get a bite-sized nugget of knowledge you can apply right away. If you lead meetings or might someday, you're in the right place. Let's make your meetings work. Hey there, meeting makers. Thank you so much for joining us for Season 1. This season, we will get everybody on the same page about what meeting skills are and how to use them. This is a really important season to start with, no matter at what point you're joining us, because we're going to break down everything you need in order to have a successful meeting. First, let's define meeting. A meeting is not a one-way information transfer. A meeting means people need to work on something or decide something together. Remember that our entire podcast is based on a training model. Think of it like an ongoing workshop where every time you tune in, you're getting a real-time tip or tool that you can apply right away. But what if you have a meeting tomorrow you need to plan and you have absolutely no idea what to do? That's when you need Season 1. Season 1 is just-in-time meeting skills. We'll start with an episode on should we even meet at all. You've probably heard the common phrase, this could have been an email. We don't really adhere to that way of thinking. We do believe that meetings are worthwhile, but there are some times when people meet as a default without thinking about if that's the right form of communication. And in the first episode, we're going to give you some key things to ask yourself in order to save time and make sure that your meeting is purposeful. From there, the season is going to go through some basic meeting skills, all the way from preparing to meet through closing and following up on your meeting. We'll help you make a facilitation guide. A facilitation guide is sort of like a run of show or a play-by-play if you're familiar with theater or sports, and it gives you a sense of how to open, how to engage your group productively, and how to close out a meeting. We'll cover a common facilitation tool we love called Open Space, which is great if you're not quite sure about what your agenda needs to be. We'll have an episode on essential prep steps and things not to forget, especially if you're meeting online or where you might have a couple of people online and everyone else in the room. In other words, the dreaded hybrid meeting. Kicking off a meeting is the most crucial part, so we're going to spend some time making sure that you're prepared on things to do to make sure your meeting is successful right from the start. As a person leading the meeting, it's also very important that you ensure that your meeting is inclusive to all participants. That means you'll have to put your agenda aside as much as possible in order to hear from those in the room. We'll give you a few tips on how to make sure that happens. And finally, we will wrap up the season with some ways of closing your meeting to ensure clarity and follow-up. In future sessions, we will deeper dive into specific types of meetings and difficult situations you might encounter. But for now, we just want you to have the essential skills so you're ready to successfully facilitate tomorrow's meeting. Let's make your meetings work. This podcast was written by Lauren Green and produced by Caitlin Murray. If you enjoyed this episode, please take a few seconds to rate and review so future meeting makers can find our community. Download a visual summary of this episode in the description and be sure to join the conversation in our Meeting Makers Facebook group. Want help with your next meeting? Reach out at makemeetings.org/contact and we'll set up time to chat.